I'm Matt Cowling, and this is Timeline Test Part 5. Now, here's the thing. This is the one where I cover system location and where it fits in the timeline. Now, before I have any understanding, this game, this one, actually has, yes, that's how lore reveals, but not too many. Now, today we're gonna find out what is actually been revealed about Sith's location. One, we knew that the main antagonist that we're playing as is Michael Afton, and that it's the same Michael Afton as FNAF 1 and FNAF 3 and FNAF Pizzeria Simulator. It's also noting that this was where we get the name revealed of the purple guy, aka William Afton, also known as the man who built Afton Robotics. We'll also get revealed Chica's party world, but that's where I get to the question. Now, this is the first question. Where in the timeline is Chica Party World is open? I believe it is open like a few years after Freddy Fazbear's Pizza is still opened. For how long? I don't know. I mean, it could be 1980, and that's the same time where incident happened where there was an animatronic person that was killed and haunted the JJ animatronic during that location. But here's the thing. Why ask whether animatronic would be part of this location? Well, how about an animatronic we've never seen before called Spring Chica? And after a while, it was recreated as Funtime Chica. I believe Funtime Chica, yes, used to be part of the Sister Kid band, but I believe that the actual model was recreated as Funtime Chica, and that originally was Spring Chica. And that's how I believe Funtime Chica will exist. Now, what other animatronics I believe was part of this location? Well, I believe that Lilbit and another animatronic we also never seen before was Sprinter, aka possibly something to do with Enter or something, I don't know. So there you go. That's my conclusion of what year Chica's Party World has taken place. I believe it was the start of the 80s during 1980. I believe there were a few animatronics that were part of the location. Now, I had to ask, what year did William Afton started having his kids? Well, I believe it was right after like 2 months after he was married. I believe that Michael Afton was born around the mid to late 60s, and that when he was a few years old, that's when Fredbear's Family Diner was built. Now, another question is asked, what happened to the mother, Mrs. Afton? Well, I believe after their argument of Michael Afton, that the mother just left William, and that's why in the rest of the series we don't see the mother. Next question I want to answer is, of course, and this will be my final question I have to give an answer to, is what other animatronic are what other animatronics, and what's this has to do with other animatronics, what other animatronics could be explained of why they're underground in Circus Baby's entertainment and rentals? We know that Circus Baby's was opened in 1983 and that due to the death of Elizabeth it was closed down. So what other animatronics could be explained why they're underground these in Circus Baby rentals? And this is where I explain what's going on with Yendo. I believe they originally had an idea of trying to build a Funtime Fredbear to be used as another animatronic in Circus Baby's Pizza World, but due to it being unfinished and due after the death of Elizabeth Afton, it ended up being scrapped and the unfinished model for the unfinished, design they had in animatronic, end up being Yendo, and that's how the unfinished design ended up being in Circus Baby's Entertainment Rentals. That's right, I believe that Yendo was originally, a for a scrap animatronic, an endoskeleton for a scrap animatronic called Funtime Fredbear. That's why we just seen him as an endoskeleton bear. And this rest animatronics was used underground of Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals. That's why I think that Yendo was originally supposed to be a Funtime Fredbear. It was scrapped. It was scrapped due to the reason of why Circus Baby's Pizza World was closed. And that day after, he still waits inside Circus Baby's Entertainment and Rentals. But, yeah. So my theory is that Yendo was gonna be a Funtime Fredbear. And that bonnet was gonna be his hand puppet. But ended up in the underground bunker as well. So there you go. That's my explanation for the timeline test of sister location. Next is part 6.